Good morning, Alice and Ed.
And this is Michelle.
And we are My Philippine Dreams. Today is July
16,
2016. And people have been asking about our expense reports. We used to do the expense reports. I think we did a total of 10 months of, tracking our expenses, living in the Philippines. So when I came back, because I was in the U.S. all of May, when I came back in June, I started tracking them once again. Oh, by the way, we're in Darwin. Today is a 9-hour brownout in our town. So we're down here, it's staying cool, trying to stay cool. The wind might be an issue, I don't know, but we'll just try to get through it. Okay, so June 2016, one of the most often asked questions we get is how much does it cost to live in the Philippines? Basically, it depends. Whatever your lifestyle and whatever your expectations, if you want imported foods all the time, imported Western foods, steaks, all that stuff, if you want to go out to like TGIF or, these Western restaurants here that are just as expensive, if not more expensive than they are in the U.S. If you want to have aircon on 24 hours a day, if you want a beautiful duplex condo somewhere in Makati, it's going to cost you. If you do a full-blown Western lifestyle in the Philippines, it's going to actually probably cost you more than it would if you were living in the U.S. or France or Australia or whatnot. We live a pretty simple, like middle-class Filipino life. We have a 2-bedroom house. We use air conditioning about 16 hours a day. We watch movies, we go traveling locally and stuff, and we go out to eat a lot. Our actual expenses would probably be cheaper if we didn't eat out so much.
We don't eat out a lot anymore because I'm working.
Well, Michelle's working now, so I eat out a lot. And she eats out at work, and she gets Korean food because she works teaching English as a second language to Koreans. So
I get free Korean food for free every night.
Yeah, she gets delicious homemade Korean food, and I'm eating sisig. Okay, let's get into it. Rent. We were paying $8,000 a month for a little while, but my landlord came up, and since we're not on a lease, he says it's going to cost us extra. So we bumped it back up to $10,000, which is okay. We're still looking for another place. We're looking for the perfect home. If we find it, that's great. If not, we'll just stay in Pink House. The ceiling is insulated now. We did a lot of improvements to it, so it's actually not that bad.
Okay. Electricity.
I'm using aircon more. I'm basically decided if I want to be comfortable and spend a little bit more on electricity.
He's the only one using the air condition.
Yeah, it's in my office, so I have to keep my computer cold. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So electricity was $59. The previous month, actually I think it was April, it was $79. It was 3,700, I believe, pesos.
3,500.
Okay, so it was a lot more expensive because we were using like aircon like 20 hours a day.
Yes, and then internet.
We had Sky Cable, we had their 16 megabit plan, and that didn't work out because the signal wasn't consistent. So we switched over to PLDT.
Especially when you were gone, you were back in the U.S. And Marika, my sister, because she's working online, and she works night, and she just, like almost every night, she kept on complaining about the internet.
Right. Well, Michelle was being babysat by her younger sister while I was in the U.S., and she works online at night, and she was having problems with the signal too. So we switched over to PLDT. We're a lot happier with it. The 16 megabit, quote unquote, that we had from Sky Cable cost us $44. The PLDT that we have, which is 8 megabit, but it's consistent, is what, 50, 54, 55, something like that. I think. Okay.
And gym.
I go to the gym. I go to World Fitness in Dumaguete. That is $25 a month.
Water.
This is non-potable water. This is the water that you used to shower with and you wash the dog with. That was $4.
And then visa fee.
Visa fees were expensive. After you come into the Philippines and you get that 1 month free, your first re-up, your first visa renewal costs $66. After that, you can start extending for 2 months, so it basically goes down to about $1.10 a day. Cigarettes are cheap in the Philippines. It's only $30 a month to slowly kill yourself. $30, yes. Phones. We use Smart Mega 250 plan, which is unlimited text to all networks, and that's $6 each, so it came out to $12. Dry goods. That's things like Michelle's ring and pots, pans, dishes, glassware, stuff like that. That was $21.
laundry.
We don't wash our own laundry, except I wash our towels because it's mildew season, and I like to use bleach on the towels because I can't stand that mildew smell.
Gas.
So that was 14 bucks. Gas for the motorcycles, $19. Motorcycles get really good gas mileage.
Eating out.
Eating out for June 2016, $145 US. That's going to places like Gabby's, to Soban, the Korean place, which we're going to do a video on sometime.
And then groceries.
Groceries, not too bad. It was $115 for the month.
And medicine?
Medicine was $39. Got some antibiotics, got some clomiphene citrate and other fun stuff like that.
And then Rusi.
Yeah, we got a whole new category for Rusi. Rusi, we had to get it repaired that month, and that cost $30, $29.
Unaccounted?
Unaccounted is the stuff like the parking attendants when you go to Sorry's, buy a Coca-Cola Zacto or something like that. This is pretty much a Coca-Cola Zacto. And that came out to $31 for the month for a grand total of $826. Usually we're averaging about $1,050, so that's a little low. We didn't go anyplace exciting or go on big trips or do anything crazy.
We went to Twin Lakes.
Yeah, we went to Twin Lakes and we went to Casaroro Falls, but all these like local attractions are so cheap. I think, how much are they?
I think we paid $130 at Twin Lakes.
Yeah, it's like 130 pesos, which is like $2.
And then the food. That's it.
Yeah. So I mean, when you're traveling locally, and you have a base of operations like your house, it's real cheap to go see the sights. Now, next month, July, I'm not tracking July. I'm taking a month off because I'm lazy. But next month's going to be a little more expensive because we did the $250 donation to Suzanne Blazak's You Caring Fund. And also our internet's going up to $55 a month with PLDT, so that's another $11. So as you can see, life, the cost of living is inexpensive in the Philippines. It's not too bad. Another question I got recently was, Ned, should I rent furnished or unfurnished? And basically the answer to that is it depends. It depends on what kind of furnishings. I mean, if you got cheap bamboo furniture, furnishings, it's probably not going to be worth it because you're going to be paying more. If it's nice furnishings, if it's like Western standard. So you have to check each place out individually. Also, if you set up your own place like we did, to get your furniture, your plates, your cookware, all that stuff, I think that costs $3,500. That's beds, everything included, mattresses.
We got bamboo.
Yeah, we got some bamboo furniture, which we never use because it's not comfortable. But it was cheap. It was like 20 bucks for a sofa, chairs, all kinds of stuff. So next month, and also you got to realize if you're going to spend that amount of money and all of a sudden you want to go somewhere else, you're going to have to get rid of that stuff, sell that stuff, or find some way to move all that stuff. And usually what's interesting, the way they move stuff here is you can get panel trucks sometimes. You can find guys with panel trucks to help you move. But sometimes people use jeepneys. And they'll rent a jeepney for the day. They'll just load that bad boy up and you can fit all kinds of stuff in it and on top of it. And that's what they'll use for moving. So that's pretty cool. So to answer your question, I don't know, do you want to be able to pick up and just bounce out real quick? When you got stuff, you got to get rid of stuff before you can move any kind of distance. So it's up to the person. But I got to do a video at some point on apartment and house hunting in the Philippines because it's different here. And so that's about it. Live from Darwin. That's our June 2016 living expense report. Hope you guys got some benefit from it. And this is Ned.
And this is Michelle.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.